Morning students, welcome to online classes for 8th standard. So we are discussing a chapter called conservation of plants and animals. So and even in the previous part 2 we have discussed about how to conserve the forest and wildlife that we have discussed in detail, and how what are the different methods are there, what are the steps we can take to conserve the wildlife and forest we have discussed. Let's continue the same part. In part 3 we are going to discuss about next one of the important animal, the tiger. How can we see the tiger? It is one of the wild animal, and it is going to face the extinction. So it is comes under what? Endangered animal. So how can we preserve, how can we conserve this tiger? So government has made one kind of program called the Tiger Project, or Project of Tiger. So Project Tiger was launched in the 1st April 1973 by the government of India. The project aims at ensuring a viable population of Bengal tiger in their natural habitats, and also to protect them from the extinction, and preserving areas of biological importance as a natural heritage forever, represented as close as possible the diversity of ecosystems. Across the tigers distribution in the country, the project's task force visualized these tigers reservoirs as breeding nuclei from which surplus animals would migrate to adjacent forests. So here there is the tiger called Bengal tiger is a famous tiger in our India. So that is now it is going to face extinction, so that, and their number is very less and their population is getting down. So because of this reason, the government of India has been taken a kind of step to preserve the tiger, and to save the tiger, or prevent the tiger to face extinction. So what they did, they have been launched, and they have been proposed a kind of project called Project of Tiger. So when it has been proposed in the April 1st, 1973. So why? Because it is the project which is meant for to save the tiger. What kind of tiger? That is what? Bengal tiger. So here the Bengal tiger, so that the Bengal tiger, they are going to prevent, or they are going to conserve under by the project called the Project of Tiger. So by this project, they have saved many number of tigers, and they created the natural habitat for the tigers, for their saving or conserving them. Okay, this is about what? Project of Tiger. If you go to the next, that is what? Red Data Book. So what is the Red Data Book indicates? The book provides a central information source in organizing, studies and monitoring programs on rare and endangered species and their habitat. It is regularly consulted when developing and implementing special measures for the protection and rehabilitation of such species. So it is a book which is recording all the information about the animals, about the wildlife. So they will keep recording which animals are going to face extinction, and which animals are under endangered, what is the natural habitat, about entire details about the wildlife. They are going to record in a book, such book what we call the Red Data Book. So what is it indicates water, and this gives clear picture about the wildlife, clear picture of the particular animals, and what about their natural habitat, where they are living, and what is the food it is eating, and whether it is facing extinction or not, what kind of number of, how many number of animals are there, everything they are going to record in a, they are maintaining a kind of record, that record book what we call the Red Data Book. So the book provides the central information source in organizing studies and monitoring the programs on rare and endangered species. Okay, so which kind of rare animals? Those animals we can't able to see them. So rarely they are found in such animals. They are going to record in this book, and even endangered species and their habitats. So animals which are going to face extinction, such animals are called endangered animals. Such animals record they are maintaining, and even their habitat also they record in this book, and it is regularly consulted when developing and implementing special measures. So this is regularly they are monitoring this book. So whenever any new project, or anything newly any programs have been implemented, and when they implemented, for which they are implemented, everything they are recording in this book, and implementing special measures for the production, and what kind of production methods they have been taken, when they have taken, who has been taken that. So everything they are maintaining in this book called Red Data book. So next, if you go to another topic of this chapter called endangered animals. What is endangered animals? Endangered animals means the animals are going to be extinct, or the animals, their species number getting decreasing, and they are in future it is going to be lost, it is going to be exhaust, it is going to be not be going to be seen them. So they are going to be face extinction. Such animals are called endangered animals. The endangered animals are those animals whose numbers are diminishing and might face extinction. So such animals are called endangered animals. Example, tiger. Tiger is one of the many animals which are slowly diminishing, and to protect the tigers in our country, the government has launched the Project Tiger to ensure the survival of the tiger population. Dinosaurs have already becoming extincted. Red Data books are books which keep the record of all the endangered plants and animals. See here, this is already extincted, and even mammoth. So here they are having a trunk. So trunked animals, we can't elephant we can't able to see right now because of. So their population is getting extinction. So they are waiting facing extinction. So these animals are protecting, and even this is a Bengal tiger, and this is what the dinosaurs, and this is what the whale, and this is what the polar bear. So these some animals they are going to face the extinction, and so to prevent them extinction, the government has taken many number of steps to conserve these animals. So endangered means animals they going to face extinction. They are just called endangered animals. Next up, if we go to the ecosystem. What is ecosystem? An ecosystem consists of all the plants and animals and microorganisms living in an area along with the non-living components like climate, water, soil, river, deltas, etc. So what is ecosystem? The place where there is an interaction we can see there, both living and non-living things. For example, if you take a garden, in a garden we can see number of plants over there, and we can see number of animals over there, and we can see some microorganisms. So the place where we can see the interaction between both living and non-living things, that such kind of place what we call a ecosystem. Okay, there are different kind of ecosystems are there. Majorly two different types of ecosystem. There is what terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem is what the play in land. In the land where we can see the interaction between both living and non-living organisms. Such ecosystem what we call a terrestrial ecosystem. In the same situation, if the interaction takes place between the living and non-living things, if it is takes place in water, such ecosystem what we call a aquatic ecosystem. So it is what this is what aquatic ecosystem. This is what terrestrial ecosystem. And even not here living things nothing but what plants, animals, microorganisms comes under here. Non-living things nothing but water, soil, sunlight, air, all these non-living things. So living things cannot live without the non-living things, and non-living things cannot be recycled in the nature without these living things. So that this interdependence of both living and non-living things takes place where the place where it takes place, such place what we call an ecosystem. Okay, so this is about the class today, and next class we will discuss about further topics of this chapter. Thank you.